It's time for another tale from the glass-guarded world, with Brian as Paxton the human cleric and fighter, Danielle as Alphaflad the halfling rogue and monk, Ashley as Terra Dane the human fighter, Chris as Aster Fortuna the half-elf rogue and bard, and me, Mike, as the DM. After investigating a large stone covered with mysterious writing by the Eastern Bubble at the Wall of the World, our heroes have managed to defeat a large group of undead. They've decided to talk to Mun the Immortal about their findings, but first they have to cross the mountains and find a way back to the magistracy. They probably aren't going to be welcomed in Drongaldoon and the other cities of the Iron Empire. Corpses lying all around you guys, zombies and skeletons, and this other more powerful undead. They're all just lying there on the ground.
Tara lowers her sword, a little disappointed because she was ready.
I jaunt towards them.
So,
Eponema says, "Well, that took longer than I thought that would. That was maybe a little bit less interesting than I thought it was going to be."
Who wants to loot these bodies? 'Cause I don't know that I want to. Get all in
I'll
there.
loot the whites. I'll dig my hands into that corpse.
You go for it, buddy.
Is there anything like prominent laying around that we could pick up, like swords or?
Let's see. So the more powerful undead has 2 swords and a longbow, 2 long swords and a longbow, and it has a pack, and you can see there's something moving in the pack.
Can I? Well, should I do the investigation?
Or I'll roll your investigation check. Your bonus is
4.
4. All right, so you get a real thorough look at this. You can tell from the way that things are moving around in the pack that there's probably 2 things moving around inside this pack. You can see that also it has 2 long swords and a long bow. They don't seem to be magical in nature. The red eyes have dimmed. They're no longer glowing. Yeah, there's also other stuff inside the pack you think as well. You haven't opened it yet, but there's other stuff inside the pack that's not moving around.
Maybe he keeps baby owlbears.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, I'm really hoping that we finally get some.
Its leather armor is in tatters.
Can I turn over the pack and open it away from me, just in case something shoots out of it?
Okay, so you open it away from you, and indeed, what looks like an undead pigeon flies out of it.
Oh.
Ew.
And are you going to close it, or what are you doing?
No, I'm gonna look inside it now.
Okay. Well, you holding it open. Another pigeon is about to fly out of it.
Oh, Jesus.
You have the option of stopping it if you want to, or you can just let it go.
Do we want an undead zombie in there?
What if they're undead carrier pigeons with like a message or something?
Well, okay.
Yeah,
That you
animal
needed
handling.
to decide quickly because
Yeah,
you're
I
holding the
put my
bag
hand
open.
on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You close the bag.
Okay. What are we doing?
Animal handling. Who has the best?
All right,
I've got a
Paxton.
+5.
Yeah, the skeletal
I got it
pigeon is
too.
just flying away, circling around the area, and then flying west.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
so one of them's already gone.
One of them just flew out, and just as soon as he opened the bag, it just flew out.
I give Paxton some food. I don't know if you does
How
that.
far-
I don't know. Does that work on the undead
How far
pigeon?
away is the pigeon?
The one that flew away?
Yeah, one that's flying away.
I mean, it's moving pretty quickly.
Would it still be within 60 feet?
Sure, if you want to act quickly, yeah. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna dissonant whisper it with my last first levels.
Okay.
Brutal.
I'll make a wisdom save. Pigeons are not very wise, so that's a failure. You do
I think
it
I'll
automatically
kill it.
does at least 3 points of damage, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it just there's a poof of feathers and some bones, and they just fall to the ground about 40, 50 feet away.
Just in case.
Yeah, can we check those feathers and bones to see if
You want to go over and look?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you search the area, you search the feathers and bones, and in fact you find a leg bone with a little capsule attached to it.
I knew it.
Good call, Paxton.
Yeah.
Or whoever said that.
Let's pop that bad boy open and see what it says.
All right, there's a note inside, and it says, written in common, "Warm bloods in the wastes. No sign given. We'll send message after destroying them.
All right.
We've been double-crossed.
And now we have one inside this bag with another message?
Maybe. So with my extreme animal handling skills, I know that I don't actually care whether this pigeon likes me or not. I just want the capsule.
Okay.
So I smash it with my mace while it's still inside the sack.
Okay.
God.
All right. You just had the sack there and you just smash the sack.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, go ahead and make an attack roll. We'll see how precise you are.
Can I have advantage on it? Since
Sure, it's prone.
All right. That is a 23.
All right, you hit it.
Yep.
You think doing minimal damage to any other contents of the bag, and the bag stops moving.
Awesome. Then I use my animal handling to reach inside and
Pull
rifle
out.
through the remains.
All right, you empty out the bag. Other contents of the bag, there's a fully dead pigeon. There is a fancy pencil, some paper, and there are some silver coins, 12 silver pieces. There's also another capsule that was on this pigeon's leg, but it's empty. You don't see any other notes written.
I bet they were going to send a message after they killed us.
Yeah, I was about to say, right, Warmblood's dead, but
Yeah.
we don't have anyone to send it, so...
Oh, yeah.
I guess
Tara-
we could have sent the pigeon.
Tara is, Oops. Tara's figuring out if we can high-five Lumpin, because she wants to be like, you did a great job.
Lumpin's jumping up, but he can't.
Oh,
jump very high.
she'll crouch.
Okay. Yay!
Yeah.
I hit some things.
Yeah, let's see if we can loot these other bodies, or what's left of them.
Do you mind if I take a few of those coins?
I-
The 12 gold.
I didn't even...
12 silver.
I didn't
12
even write
silver.
12 silver on my paper, because Tara does not care.
We could just split it 12 divided by...
Or?
3.
Well, should we give Epilema some?
Oh, yeah. That's true.
I think you should give Epilema some. Yeah. Silver's not as good as gold, but that's a little bit of money there. I'll take 2 of them.
All right, that sounds fair. So 10 divided up by 4 people is...
2.
2 with 2 remainder.
Okay.
I'll take 2, and then whoever needs.
I'll take 2.
I'll take 3
So,
then.
Okay.
I'm running low on
Yeah.
funds, friends.
So what's the plan next? Where are we going? You know, we gotta, what's the plan? Are we heading back to Drungle Dune?
We're going to find
Is there
mine.
anything else to loot?
There's some rusty swords and shields.
Nope.
Does
There's-
anybody want the fancy paper and pencil? If
Uh,
no one wants it, I'll put it in my pack because it might be useful later.
Does
but
it look
We
yucky?
find another pigeon.
yeah.
Does Lumpin want it for his spell book?
I need special paper. I don't think this would
Oh.
work. And special ink.
Just pack it.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, Epilema wants to know what's the plan. Which way do you want to go?
Well, you're our guide, so which way's...
Yeah, but I mean, there are choices, right? I mean,
Oh,
you got...
Jungle Dune or where?
Drongel Dune is where Sigbert's exit spot is. So if we want to go back to the Keepers, then I think we probably need to be Drongel Dune bound.
It's also not a great city for us to be in.
Also fair.
Yeah.
You remember, I think that we alerted all the guards when we killed a lot of them, and then they probably don't want to see us.
Yeah, so here's the thing. You got some choices, right? We could go north, and we could go up by the Copper Mountain the way we came. Yeah, we could go that way, and then we could head straight west from there to Drungle Dune. But yeah, we're probably not getting back in Drungle Dune. That's not a good place for us. But we could go along the long walls to the port, right? Drungle Dune's not right on the coast, but there are long walls that go from the town down to the shore. We could go along there and try to get a ship. Or we could try to go by Fort Iron Crown and take the road and go down to 3. But that's pretty dangerous. Or we could go farther south, go by the Tin Mountain, and cut through the hills and go straight to 3. Again, 3 is not real safe, but it's got a big port.
I would like to go along the wall to the port, because the port's not in 3 if we go along the wall.
Well, there is a port in 3, but in Drungle Dune, there's a port on the shore.
farther away from the town.
Okay. I say we take the smaller port outside of Drongoldun without going in Drongoldun.
I agree.
So is the idea take the port to arrival and then warp with Sigbert back to the keepers?
Or we
To
could
Mun?
maybe just take the port back to the closest place to get to Mun.
Oh, that's fair too. Okay. I like that idea.
Yes.
Paxton approves.
Plus, who doesn't want to feel the air on a boat as we sail to a city?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Epilema takes the lead, heading northwest back toward the Copper Mountain. And for this first day, she seems pretty confident, but after that, she becomes more careful.
Yeah, these snowdrifts, they've all moved like waves in an ocean of snow. Maybe we end up going back the same way, maybe we don't, Better to see something new than something we already saw, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
After traveling through the snow for a while, we need to, you're going to move back up into the hills, and we need to do the skill check thing again. So you guys, to figure out how much time it takes to get through the hills, it could take up to 8 days. It could take less time if you guys do some skill checks. So I'd like you guys to pick a skill that you want to use, or you could just skip your turn and give someone else advantage by using an ability or a skill check if you want. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to keep ration use under control, or do you want to help the party keep moving? And I should also mention that you guys left you were awakened early in the morning by the undead on the 27th of 7th month, and it is now early in the morning on the 29th. And so you've got up to 8 days of travel to get through the mountains. It could be less if you move quickly.
I think I'm definitely going to use my survival to try to lessen the rations and find some
Okay. So
herbs
you
and whatnot.
do hunting again, all right? Hunting and foraging. All right, go ahead and roll your survival check.
Ha! Natural 1.
Unfortunately, it looks like a lot of the foraging has already been picked clean around here, and the animals are not coming out for hunting. So you are not able to reduce the rate of food supply use.
All right, gang.
Anybody else? Anybody else want to do anything about food or movement?
I'm gonna do. I use medicine to look for herbs to stave off hunger or keep energy levels up.
Yeah, you can do that.
So would that be a nature check?
Either nature or more proficient in medicine. I'm
you
trying
can
to
do a
figure out how
medicine
to.
check to see if you can find some plants that would help keep everybody's energy levels up. If you want to keep everybody moving, right?
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
14 plus
All
4,
right, you
18.
succeed. So you managed to cut the travel time down quite a bit from 8 days to 4 days. Basically, it's treated like normal terrain instead of rough terrain.
All right.
Or difficult terrain. All right. Tara or Aster, anything you want to do?
Can I use a nature check to find berries and things like that to try to feed us?
You can try. Paxton has already tried and it was difficult, but if you want to try to find food supplies, you can try as well.
Can I use a nature check instead of survival?
You can try. Go ahead.
Okay. It was difficult. It's an 8.
No, I'm afraid you have no more luck than Paxton. Paxton says I told you so. And
I will use my persuasion to persuade everyone that they're not really that hungry.
okay, you'll talk them into cutting back on their food use.
I got an 8.
I'm afraid that no one buys it.
Sorry, guys.
It takes you 4 days to get through the mountains, but your food use is at its normal rate, 1 ration per day.
Okay.
All right, so each of you mark off 4 days worth of rations.
I have a question. Have we done any short rests so that I can gain HP back?
Yeah, you've done short and long rests since then, so you should get all.
Wait. If they're doing short rests, I can do Song of Rest.
Okay. I mean, at this point, after several days of travel, you should consider yourselves all at full hit points. I will assume you have used abilities to restore hit points after several days.
And I'm back down to 26. It's been an hour.
Yes, it's been more than that. Yeah. So you are at your normal hit points again.
Got it. So long rest.
Yes, you are all back to full strength, although you've used up several days of rations. A couple days later into the mountains, Epilema says,
Yeah, this is definitely not the same path. The easiest path up into the hills, it would be leading straight toward the Copper Mountain. But you probably noticed we haven't seen as many deadfalls and cliffs and stuff in this direction. And the snow just keeps blowing around here. But yeah, well, we should keep moving forward, but we're not on the same path. And then later in that same day, she says, hey, everybody stop. And she's leading you from up ahead. There's some kind of freaky building up here, like some kind of weird structure. You see that up there?
I'm trying to see it.
You can see some kind of building. The snow has moved further west than it was before, but you can see some kind of building through the snow. It's probably stone.
She says, yeah, you see that? It's on our path here. How about we check it out, yeah? We could take a break from the wind unless you're scared.
You're the one who called it a freaky building. What's so freaky about it?
I don't know. It just looks like it's kind of out here in the middle of nowhere,
Okay, so its location is freaky, not necessarily like...
I mean, it looks like this, it's in much better shape than the other ruins we've seen around here, right? So, that's kind of weird.
I'm down to check it out.
Yeah?
I'm ready for an adventure.
Yeah.
She says, we have the option of bypassing it if you'd rather do that.
Is that what you want to do, Applima? Are you scared of it?
I'll let that go this time.
This building is made out of a light gray stone. It's not easy to make out against all the snow. You may have even come by it before and missed it. There's a 5-foot wall around it. You can see it's a 2-story building in a typical dwarven style. There's a small outbuilding inside the wall to the west of the main building. And there's a peristyle, which is sort of like a series of columns around the outside. So there's a peristyle like porch with thick columns that runs around the outside of the building. And there's a balcony on each of the visible sides of the second floor.
This looks like someone's house. I feel like we're breaking into someone's house.
You don't see any signs of lights or movement or anything like that. The doors all appear to be closed from the doors you can see from here.
Can I check for any thieves' cant?
Oh, interesting idea. So you guys walk up, and Athelflaed has a look for thieves' messages.
Can I give her advantage on that roll if it
With what?
with thieves can't?
Oh, you're doing the same thing. Okay, yeah.
Can
So
I
you
just give
both
her
sort of look.
advantage?
Yeah, you can give her advantage. Yeah. So Athelflaed, in fact, you find exactly that right by the gate. There are some markings, and they indicate. If you were to read them, they basically say something like, treasure probably inside with great danger.
Oh, boy. I relay that to the group and ask them, how do you want to proceed?
Tara's smiling.
And there's also some, above the gate, the gateway in the wall has heavy-looking stone doors. One of them is slightly open, and there are these dwarven runes across the top of the door. Anybody read Dwarvish? Or?
I speak Dwarvish.
Ah, okay. Well, then you know what it says. It says, to be exiled from the faithless is no dishonor.
Do I have any idea what that might mean?
No more than what I just said. No. To be exiled from the faithless is no dishonor.
She tells us what it says.
I do.
Can I do like a religion check? Because it seems like there's been a lot of stuff about faith and faithless and whatnot.
I'll let you both make religion checks if you want.
Can I make it history?
You can make it history, sure.
11.
I got a 14.
It's hard to know just from reading this whether this is religious faith or something more like loyalty or something like that. You don't get a sense from this wording that this is necessarily religious language. The phrase has no particular religious meaning to you. So it doesn't have any particular meaning to you. It's not something you've heard before. It means something to someone, but not to you.
Tara turns to everyone just to confirm. Y'all want some dangerous treasure?
Yeah.
do.
Can I check on Dunstan's teachings?
Sure. Roll a history check.
18.
Yeah, again, I mean, maybe to Athelflaed it sounds more like a slightly religious thing than it does to everybody else. She thinks, yeah, this is probably something religious. But you don't know specifically what it's in reference to.
Okay.
All right, so inside the gate, you're going to walk inside the gate, I guess? Or what are you doing?
Check for traps.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so is Athelflaed checking for traps?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all should keep an eye open for more thieves can't do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just in case. You found it once, you might find it again.
You don't sense any traps on the door.
Okay. And I relay that to the group.
Okay. On the gate, I mean. The gateway doesn't seem to have any traps.
Okay. I go into the gate.
Okay. So there's an outbuilding, like a small building with a doorway, and you can see stairs going down inside it. And you can see the main building, and there must be a door that enters the main building somewhere but you can't see it.
I want to check the small one first.
All right, you go to the outbuilding.
I ask Athelflaed to come to check for traps.
Athelflaed's checking for traps. You don't see any sign of traps in the outbuilding. The outbuilding once had a wooden door that faced the main building, but it is now gone. You can see stone steps leading down to a small room below.
Completely dark.
It's really. I mean, there's some sunlight coming in, right? But it's really dark. You can see there's a dirty stone floor below. It looks like it's littered with trash.
I get out a torch.
Okay. You get out a torch. You light the torch. Are you going down the stairs?
Yes.
I'll follow her.
Okay. So this room is littered with iron tools, the remains of a wheelbarrow, parts of a rotted ladder, a pile of clay pots, bags of various seeds. You can see there are bags labeled with various kinds of flowers and vegetables and herbs. There's soil and small rocks that have drifted into this room, leaving it just a mess. It's just the floor is just littered with dirt. Also, partially covered by this soil is a small desiccated corpse. It has its back to the wall, and it's facing the stairs with its mouth agape, and its hands are clutched tightly together over its chest.
I investigate the corpse with a grimace on my face. Like, I don't really want to do this.
You think that it doesn't seem interesting. It just seems like a corpse that's been there for a long time. You don't see anything remarkable about it.
Can I pry his hands apart and see if he's holding anything?
Sure. You pry his hands apart, and there is a golden key inside.
Yay.
You rolled
Tara
a 1.
grumbles.
Tara rolled a 1 and has a -1 to investigation.
Yeah, she's not great.
Oh, I could do those.
I'm also wondering if there's anything on the floor, like the floor is covered in stuff.
All right.
But I want to like scoot things aside with my foot and see if there's like a pattern or writing or anything on the floor.
You think this must have been like a garden shed.
Okay.
And there doesn't really seem to have been a lot of attention to aesthetic details in here. It's just for storing supplies and equipment. I'll also say, let's see, anyone, well, you're doing an investigation of the room then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only other thing that occurs to you is that this corpse looks like it's looking with a terrified expression toward the doorway.
What's on the door?
There is no door.
It's
it's
just
just an opening. It's just an opening that goes straight out into the courtyard. Actually, it looks like there would have been a wooden door at some point, but it must have fallen down and rotted away.
I'm going to investigate the room to see if maybe I can do a little bit better and find anything else in the room.
A lot of tools, they have not weathered the passage of time well. There's really not much else of interest in here. It looks, again, to be a garden shed.
With a huff, I leave.
Yeah, it's a slightly below ground garden shed that's built really solidly. It's stone, but it's not. There's nothing fancy in here except the golden key.
The corpse, does he have any visible wounds on him or anything like that?
Actually, you know what? You do find a couple other things, Tara. Tara finds a couple other things searching around. She finds no wounds. Neither of you find any wounds on this corpse. You determine that it must have been a halfling. But you do find a small dagger. Nothing remarkable about the dagger. And also, there's some rope. This halfling had some rope, probably about 50 feet of rope, but it is frayed and rotten and probably useless.
Okay, with a huff, I still leave.
Okay.
Let's go to the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Columns run all the way around the outside of this building, and there's a large stone set of double doors that stand closed on the eastern side. There's no visible keyhole or handle.
There's nothing to pick.
Can you check for traps?
Yeah.
Can I help with that?
Yeah. Give her advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty sure there are no traps.
Okay.
Although you do notice in your investigation of the doors, these are very well made, must be dwarven construction doors. And you don't see any handle or anything. You're guessing that they must, you're not sure how they open.
Can I do an investigation check by feeling around to see if there's maybe a false piece of stone or something like that where the key could go?
You don't feel any false stones or secret handles or anything, levers or anything like that would open the door.
Is there anything on the key?
Yeah, I investigate the key to see if it says anything or...
It is a simple golden key. No runes or anything.
I have a crowbar.
Okay. Jam your crowbar in there.
Yeah.
The door opens effortlessly.
Wow.
You just jam that crowbar in there, and this heavy stone door, which is apparently perfectly weighted, just pushes easily open away from you.
Do I have the feeling that I didn't even need the crowbar?
Yes.
Okay.
You could have just easily pushed the door open.
I just flexed to everybody else, like, yeah.
She's so strong.
So impressive.
Yeah, the door easily swings open. Inside is another room, a square room. It's a total ruin. There's broken furniture and pot shards all over the floor. There are torn, rotting tapestries that are still hanging in a few spots on the walls, so faded that whatever images are on them are no longer visible. There are stairs by the north wall leading up and stairs by the south wall leading down. And there is a dim reddish glow emanating from down the stairs.
I say, since we know that it only goes up one floor, but we don't know how far it goes down, we should check the top floor first and then go down.
Yeah, I like
Yep.
that plan.
Okay. All right.
Can we investigate the room to see if there's anything good in here?
Sure.
Yeah.
Leave no stone unturned.
You're investigating, Paxton? Is everyone investigating?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Aster, you're the only one who really puts together a picture of this room. You think that this must have been some sort of entertainment area. There were probably some sort of cooking and dining facilities all in this one area. The furniture that's around the room is, there are some lounges and some chairs, but just their remains. Whatever was in this room everything's just been bashed and destroyed. It might have been a nice place, but it is no longer.
I relay that to them and I say, this would have been my kind of place.
Do we know what might have destroyed this place?
It looks like a lot of it fell apart over time just due to rotting and lack of maintenance. Some of it looks like it's been actively crushed and broken, although you can't tell by what.
All right, to the stairs.
Yep.
Upward
Upstairs. All right, going upstairs.
Can I stealth up there?
You could. Would you like to?
Yes.
All right. What's your stealth bonus?
7.
Actually, you go ahead and roll. You guys know if he's being stealthy or not.
9 plus 7. So
16. You're pretty stealthy. So Aster sneaks up the stairs first,
Where'd he go?
and Epolyma says, I don't like all this sneaking around. Let's just charge up there. Sorry, I'm being too loud.
Are you used to it?
What?
Nothing.
So wait, did I sneak up first?
Yeah, you sneak up first.
Can I do an investigation as I'm going up?
Yeah, sure. So as you're climbing up the stairs, you can see at the top of the stairs is a corpse, sort of stretched out across the top of the stairs. It appears to be a dwarf.
Check for traps.
Yeah, can I check for traps?
Yeah.
with the-
Sure. Yeah, you don't see any signs of traps.
Okay. Can
All
I
right.
investigate that corpse when I get it?
Sure. So as you get up to the top of the stairs and you begin to investigate this corpse, you see that there are more corpses visible in this room.
Yikes.
And
How many?
quite a few.
Oh, God.
It's a square room with a stone door on each wall that must lead out to those balconies I mentioned before. The doors are all closed. There is a gray swirling mist hovering just above the ground in the middle of the room, roughly taking the shape of a dwarf, and it's crouched over an ornate wooden chest, occasionally pawing at it. And it turns to look at you.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure. What's your Arcana bonus?
Right. It is 4.
You're pretty sure this is undead.
Oh, man. Oh, more undead. I use message to let you guys know that there's an undead floating ghost
All right,
dwarf.
so who are you sending the message to?
It's a cantrip. Can I?
Yeah, but I think you can only send to one person, can't you?
Okay. Send it to Athelflat because she's also stealth.
All right, so Athelflad, you receive a mental message from Aster saying that there's undead up here.
Hey,
Ghost dwarf.
I'm on my way.
All right,
I
are
head
you
back.
also
Stealth.
stealthing up the stairs?
Stealth going up.
Okay,
11, so 18.
18. All right, you sneak up the stairs next to Aster. Aster, the ghost dwarf, as you called it, looked in your direction, but looks back down toward the chest. It is ignoring you, or it doesn't know you're there.
Should we contact the others, have them come up and investigate the ghost and the chest? I feel like something's going to happen if we go towards the chest.
Yeah, I think so. I think we should contact the others.
I will message Paxton and tell him to tell Tara and Epolyma and everybody to come up.
All right, so Paxton, you receive a message from Aster saying there's a ghost dwarf, and they've managed to sneak up to the top of the stairs, and they'd like you to come up.
Aster told me there's a ghost dwarf upstairs. We should probably go check that out.
What's another one?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys clank up the stairs.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Oh my gosh.
What is it? Never mind. I'm not there.
Epilema says, "Hey, you want me to? Should I just charge in there?"
Let's scope out the situation once we get up the stairs. How about that?
Fine.
Maybe it's a friendly ghost.
You trying to be stealthy now, or what are you guys doing?
No, because was it looking at me?
It looked in your direction.
So it knows that we're there.
I will try to be stealthy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth checks.
I got a 12.
Okay. Epilema's heart is not in it. She is not being very quiet.
Despite having disadvantage, I got an 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Paxton is somehow silently moving up the stairs in his armor.
Check this out, y'all.
Epilema and Tara are not all that quiet. In any case, they get to the top of the stairs behind Aster and Athelflaed, who are sort of crouched behind this corpse. The undead dwarf, this shadowy figure, looks again in the direction of the stairwell, and it sees Tara and Epilema, and it stands up and turns to face the doorway.
Oh.
Hey!
It doesn't say anything.
I'm going to cast invisibility on my...
All right.
And am I still stealthing? Like...
Yeah, you're still stealthing.
Can I go... I'm going to be like... Wait, I'm going to tell the group. I turn invisible. I'm like, guys, should I go up there invisibly, and check out this chest?
You do you, brother.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, gosh.
There's like, you need some help with that there?
I don't know. Are you stealthy?
I was just talking to the ghost.
Oh. So I go towards the ghost, invisible.
Okay. The ghost reaches around to its back and pulls out a very solid-looking war pick.
Oh no.
It can see me. I'm invisible.
Tara holds her shield.
All right, it's just standing there by this chest.
Can I go around the ghost? to
Sure,
the front
you're
of the
invisible,
chest?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you sneak around the room. It's not watching you. It's looking at Tara.
Okay.
And Epilema says, "Can we just charge it? Come on."
And I'm gonna send message to Tara and be like, "It looks like it wants to fight you. Would you like to distract the ghost while I grab this chest? I don't think it knows I'm here."
So Tara keeps trying to talk to the ghost, like persuading it, like,
I guess
Hey,
check
you-
the chest for traps though before you do that.
Oh, no, I don't know you.
Oh yeah.
But I'm a rogue. I'll probably do that.
and she's like persuading a ghost.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That pick might be able to open it. I got a 10.
It looks confused. And it gestures around the room. And from these other corpses in the room, 3 more dwarf-shaped spirits appear.
Did you guys all fail at getting this chest?
It doesn't say anything. So Aster, you can, as you're sneaking around the room toward the chest, one of the corpses next to you, just a spirit lifts up out of it and is floating there.
Then I slowly get towards the chest.
All right, you make it up to the chest.
Can I examine it for traps?
Sure. What's your investigation?
4.
You don't see any signs of traps, but it is locked.
I wonder if it needs a golden key.
I wonder what the difficulty would be to pick it.
Good try.
I'm gonna try to pick it.
All right, roll your tools use.
So it'd be 3 plus 2. My proficiency plus my dexterity.
That's right.
17, 18, 19, 21.
21. You can tell that this lock... So first of all, that was such a great roll. You did not pick it, but you didn't make any noise. You didn't set off any traps. You didn't alert the ghost that you were there. You can just tell that the lock is beyond your ability to pick at the moment. You didn't roll high enough.
Got it.
But you rolled so well that you didn't cause any disasters.
I'm going to whisper message to Paxton and say, "We need the key."
I look around the room for where Aster is at. I can't tell, so I just nod all around.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Okay. Can I talk to the ghost again?
Sure.
Okay. Tara says, "Gosh, this is a mess. If you let us get to that chest, I can bury all of your bodies respectfully.
All right. As soon as you mention chest, getting to the chest.
A natural 20.
Okay. You make a very persuasive effort. But the dwarf is not interested. And it, as soon as you mention going toward the chest, it lowers its war axe and points in your direction. War pick, excuse me. Lowers its war pick and points in your direction. And all of these spirits float toward you.
Great. I draw my sword.
Okay. I guess we're rolling for initiative.
Oh, no.
All right. And I need to roll for them. Oof.
How many are there? There's 4 of them in total?
There's this one lead one, and then there's 3 more that appeared. And that is, Athelflaed, what did you get for initiative?
16.
Wow. And Epilema got not so great. And what did Tara get?
That's an 18.
18. What did Paxton get?
3.
Aster?
22.
Wow. And Lumpen. Lumpen is behind Paxton. Aster goes first. Aster, what are you doing? You are right next to this spirit.
It's not looking at me anymore, right? It's looking at the doorway.
Yes, that's right. It's looking straight at Tara.
I'm going to try to sneakily grab it. I'm
You're going to try to grab the ghost?
No, try to grab the chest and pick it up.
Okay.
I'm going to argue the ghost.
All right.
Is my free action. Is that a free action? Would that be a free action?
It can be an action to pick up an item. Yeah, you can pick it up. So
Okay.
You attempt to pick up this chest. You pick it up.
And it doesn't notice me.
It has not noticed you.
Does the chest become invisible because I'm holding it?
Actually, I don't think so. I don't think that
It
works.
just starts floating away.
Yeah, the chest just starts floating in midair.
That's awesome. Okay. I'm going to hide it behind my back.
Well,
No,
You'll
can
see it.
still see it. Oh no! I'm going to move it away.
it feels
from-
pretty heavy. You move it which way?
I'm gonna move it. Is there a place that I can hide it behind where they won't
Yeah. So
see it?
this room is covered with trash, just like the first floor was. So you can't really see any place to hide. It's just got broken furniture and other stuff scattered around the room.
There's little ports to take it outside.
The
outside
balconies.
The wall,
There are
right?
doors to the balconies.
I'm going to try to leave the area.
All right. So you go to there is a balcony door behind you. All right. So you're just gonna go back to that door. Okay. You go back to that door. Yeah. No one notices you.
Oh my gosh! I am a ghost.
All right. So the rest of you see the doors of the balcony doors opposite you open, and that chest just floats out the doors.
Awesome.
That's Tara's turn. Tara, what are you doing?
Are any of them looking like they're going to attack me, or are they just coming
that's
at
the plan.
me? Oh, okay. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. I guess I will. Tara goes, hey, do any of you guys know Carlton? But she's also going to attack one.
Okay, are you going to charge for the lead one, or are you going to go for one of the other ones that appeared?
Well, if I go for the lead one, do I have to take
No.
attack of opportunity?
No.
Okay, then I'm going to go for the lead one.
Okay.
I'm going to use a, well, if I get this attack. Okay, I hit with a 22.
22 is a hit.
All right, I'm using disarming attack.
Okay.
So when I hit a creature with I expand my superiority dice and attempt to disarm them.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to make a strength saving throw.
What's the DC?
The DC will be 13.
It fails.
Okay, I did 11 damage, and then they must drop their pickaxe.
All right, the pickaxe goes flying through the air as Tara disarms the wraith, the undead.
When it hits the floor, does it actually make like a clattering
Yeah.
sound?
Yep.
So it's a physical pickaxe.
It's a physical war pick. Yeah.
So is it an ethereal being using a physical war pick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
And
Did I do damage to it?
you did.
Yeah.
Yes, it did not like that at all. Athelflaed, it's your turn.
I'm gonna. Well, I have robes of hiding in plain sight.
So the hiding in plain sight thing is the disguise ability. That's what it
Okay.
lets you do.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do sneak attack
Okay.
on the main dwarf.
All right. You can run right up next to Tara.
Yep.
So
Go ahead and stab him with a rapier. Ooh, 8.
I'm afraid it just sort of passes through some of the mist around the undead and has no effect. That means it is the big dwarf's turn, and it makes a hissing noise at Terra and attempts to grab her with one of its misty hands, and it misses. It misses Terra. That brings us to Epilema, who says, "About time. Let's get this going." And she charges in, and she hits one time, one time. And does, again, she's also focusing on this lead ghost, and she does that much damage. And that means it is the Spectre's turn. So the next group to go are these lesser dwarves, and they swarm around the leader. One of them is going to attack Epilema, one is going to attack Terra, and one's going to attack Athelflaed. And they're just reaching out with their ghostly hands. Epilema is hit, and no one else is hit. Epilema does not have damage resistance to this kind of attack, though. And she takes... Oof. Ouch. Okay, that's more costly than I thought it would be. She takes 3d6 damage. She takes 15 points of damage.
Wow.
And she says, "Oh, that's not quite what I was expecting to happen."
And that's one of the mini ghost dwarves?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
But she did some damage to the lead guy. And that's their turn. Paxton, what are you doing?
So from where I'm currently standing to where the war pick fell, how far away is that?
20 feet.
20 feet? And can I move 10 feet, make an action, and then move another 10 feet?
Sure can.
Okay. So I want to, and all these people are gathered, well, people, I use that term loosely, are gathered in the center of the room, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
I want to run 10 feet up to where everyone is at and then use turn undead.
All right. So they have to make wisdom saving throws. What's the DC?
The DC is, I guess it'd maybe just be my spell save DC, which is 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom.
Yeah, it's your spell save DC. It is.
Okay, that would be 13 then.
13. They have to beat a 13. The wisdom saves. The big guy fails. Next guy, lesser one succeeds. Success. Fail. So the leading dwarf, the original dwarf, fails. 2 of the lesser ones fail, and then one of the lesser ones succeeds.
All right, that should give us enough time to waste these 2.
No, I'm sorry. 2 of the lesser ones succeeded, and then the other 2 failed.
Yeah.
So they flee, right?
Okay.
That's what the effect of turn undead is they flee from you. They just basically go floating away from where you are, out through the walls. They just go right out the walls.
Yeah. So I tell them, like, I don't think they're gone for long. They're just gone until this spell duration ends, which is 1 minute. So let's spend this minute trying to kill these 2 ghosts, if you can kill a ghost, before the other 2 come back. And then I sprint the remaining 10 feet to grab that war pick.
All right.
Slide it onto my back.
Okay. It's a nice war pick. It's got some runes on it.
Yeah.
That was Paxton's turn. Lumpen. Guess what Lumpen does?
Firebolt.
Can I shoot a firebolt?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. He hits. Ooh, solid hit. Palpable hit. All right, so this bolt of flame hits one of these floating dwarves, and apparently it didn't like that. Aster, it's your turn. You have floated out out through the doors. They close behind you, and you can see floating away from the building are 2 ghostly dwarves.
Got it. How far is the balcony from the other floor that we were on?
From the ground?
Yeah.
It's 15 feet up.
Okay, how much does the chest weigh?
Oh, let's say the chest weighs 60 pounds. So it's pretty heavy, not impossible to move, but not comfortable either.
Got it. So I can't use Mage Hand. Okay.
Oh, no. Too big for Mage Hand.
And you said the doors are closed now?
Yeah, they closed behind you.
Can I try to open them slowly?
Yeah, they open back up.
Can I message Paxton
Sure.
and tell him, Paxton, I'm going to send a Mage Hand. I'm going to spawn a Mage Hand next to you. Can
You can't do that because you can't see them because the doors are closed. All
I
right.
thought I opened.
Oh, you pushed them back open and left them open. Yeah, okay, yes, okay. Yeah.
And can I tell him to, Paxton, can you put the keys in my Mage Hand?
I once again look all around and
And then
kind
I
of
spawn a
nod in
mage.
every direction.
Yes. All right. You make the mage hand appear,
In front
and
of him.
so mage hand appears next to you, Paxton.
Right? I plop the key in it.
All right. And that'll be that turn.
Yep.
And Tara, what are you doing? There's 2 ghostly dwarves left. One has been burned a bit.
Did the big guy run?
Yep, he did. He was turned.
Okay. So I guess I will go attack the slightly burnt ghost
Great.
who is still here.
Sure.
Oh, I got an 8.
I'm afraid that does not hit. The ghost sort of slides away from you, and you just cut through some mist harmlessly.
I also have to say, during our last fight, I used repost incorrectly
Uh-oh.
because parry is when they miss and repost is an attack you take when they actually hit you.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, whatever.
All right. Athelflaed, what do you want to do?
Do I have one directly on me?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm just gonna attack that one.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and stab it with the rapier.
It's the one that that Lumpin hit.
10.
+5.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. 15.
15 is a hit. Roll your damage, your plus sneak attack damage. What are you attacking with?
Rapier. So D8 plus 3 piercing. So 7. 8.
All right. So you notice that your weapon is not as effective as you'd like, and you think it's probably because it's not magical. But you do cause some damage. Right, and that was Athelflaed. The lead dwarf just keeps floating away. Epilema's gonna go. She's gonna try to take out this damaged ghost, and she hits twice. And poof, it disappears. Not so tough now, are they? Next. And it's this last spirit's turn. This last one is going to attack Tara, and it misses with its ghostly hand.
I can use repost.
Ah, if it misses,
Yeah.
you get to use it. Okay. It's parry that you use if they hit?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
got
don't
it.
have parry.
Okay,
So.
all right,
oops.
got it.
I got a 17.
That is a hit.
9.
9 points of damage. And that brings us to Paxton. What are you doing?
I'm going to run back to the middle of the room and attack that last.
The last one, the one that
Ghost.
Tara just hit. Go ahead.
Ooh, that is a 23.
Definitely a hit. You swing at it with your mace and you hit something substantial.
Right, that is 5 bludgeoning damage.
That definitely affected it. It's a magical weapon. And are you sending any healing to anybody?
Who's taken a hit so far? I think
Epilema.
Epilema. Yeah, I'm going to send, I guess that's 2 hit points to Epilema.
All right. Lumpin gets to go. He'll throw a flame bolt. Firebolt. Natural 20.
Nice.
You guys have got it pinned down for him.
It's a great rag.
Mm-hmm.
He destroyed it.
Wow.
Nice.
It poof goes up in flame.
Good job.
And
Awesome.
he says, "Oh, that was great. Are the other 2 coming back?
Yes.
Yep.
What do we do?"
Keep doing it.
Yeah, let's go out whatever direction they floated away and then just try to hit them and pick them off as they come back.
Okay. Oh,
So-
all right.
Lumpin and I'll go out whatever direction.
Well, they
and-
actually kind of went in opposite directions.
Oh,
They just like floated
Yeah,
out
they
like
just
that.
they just ran away from you in whatever direction got them away from you the fastest, which is different directions.
I want to go in the direction that the big one floated away,
North,
and I direct
okay.
Lumpin to go in the other direction and just firebolt the ever-loving crap out of it whenever it comes
Okay.
within range.
That means, Aster, you have some time with this chest.
Okay, can I use that to
Yeah,
bring the
bring
key
the mage
to?
hand, bring the key over to you. What are you going to do?
I'm going to try to open it.
All right. You stick the key inside. It does indeed open. Yeah, it opens. There's no trap. And there are several things inside. There's a ring. There's a gold medallion. It has a picture on it. I don't know if you care about the picture right now or if you just want to move on to the next thing.
Let's move on, but I'll remember
All right.
there's a picture.
There's a potion.
Potion. Okay.
And there's a bunch of gold.
Oh,
Define a bunch.
Well, do you want to take the time to count it?
Oh.
no. But can I look at the picture then?
Okay, you look at the picture. Carved in this gold medallion is an image depicting broken manacles.
Interesting. Interesting. Can I do Arcana checks to see if any of these things are Magical, not like to see if it has runes or anything on it, because I can't detect magic. But I can.
What's your Arcana bonus?
5, I believe.
So you think the ring
No,
is probably
4.
You think the ring is probably magical. You're not sure about the others, but you're not even certain about the ring.
Okay. I'm going to put the ring, the medallion, and the potion in my sacks.
Okay.
I'm going to close back the gold chest with all the gold in it.
All right.
Because I don't think I can fit all of it. And then, it's 60 pounds.
Well, I mean, it's lighter now that you took some stuff out of it.
Okay, I'll put it in my sack too. I'll put everything in my...
Okay.
And then I will yell, "One of them flew out this way!" Because the doors are still open, right?
Yep. Yeah, that door is still open. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Eventually, these spirits are going to come back, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to just stay here and wait for them and take some ranged attacks on them? And is that the plan? Okay.
And I mean, you two also... Who doesn't have ranged attack?
Epilema does, technically. She doesn't use them, but she could use some, yeah.
I mean, I think we should just divide up between the two and shoot at them.
Yeah, okay.
What I'll do is I'll look up... What's their movement? Oh, they move fast. So what's the extreme range of the longbow?
Extreme range is 600 feet, I think.
Wow.
That's with disadvantage?
Yeah, let me double check on that.
If it's 600 at that range, it's disadvantaged.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the extreme range.
Okay.
I don't know that's how big the room is.
They move, basically, I'll just simplify things. They move 60 feet around.
Wow.
All right, so they're just rocketing away, but they're also going to come rocketing back. You'll have a couple rounds to take shots on them, except for Paxton, who will have more rounds because he's got the longbow.
Yeah, longbow's extreme range is 600, and its normal range is 150.
Okay, so let's do this. You'll have 3 rounds of shots with the longbow, right? And with disadvantage.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll move into a range of like 120 feet after that. And at that point, anyone who can shoot can do so. And what's the range in a crossbow?
I'm looking at that right now.
There's different types of crossbows, right?
This is a simple...
A light crossbow?
Or a light crossbow, yeah.
A light crossbow is 80 normal range, 320 extreme range.
Oh, okay. So, this is complicated. All right, let's do it this way then. Let's start out with them at extreme range for Paxton, right? Which is 600 feet, right? So they're at 600 feet. Only Paxton can take a shot. So disadvantage.
13.
13. You're shooting at the big guy, right?
Right.
That is a hit.
That's okay. Cool. Man, I wish someone was around to see that great shot.
At 600 feet, Paxton pegs this ghost
and does 8 piercing damage.
Wow. All right, and then again at 540 feet, you get to take another shot.
That is also 13.
That is also a hit.
That is 7 piercing damage.
And then at 480 feet, you get to take a shot.
That's a miss.
All right. And then at 420 feet, you get to take a shot.
That is a critical miss.
Uh-oh. Let's see what happened. You want to roll percentile, or you want me to roll?
I'll roll. That is a 6. 0-6.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 12.
You're fine. You thought you were going to pull a back muscle for a moment, but from pulling this massive bow, but you're fine.
I was going to throw up from being disgusted with how bad that shot was.
All right, at 360 feet, what's the range on a crossbow again? The extreme range?
The extreme range is 320.
Okay, so we're almost in crossbow range.
Another miss.
All right, now we're at 300 feet. So at 300 feet, anyone with a crossbow that has that that range of 320, you can take a shot.
Okay.
So
is it disadvantaged?
Yes.
You are disadvantaged. That's right. Now, are you guys shooting at the more powerful dwarf ghost, or are you shooting at the lesser one?
Yeah, who's matched up where? Which one flew
I was
by
in the
you?
balcony. Who flew by
the
me?
The big ghost flew by you. The lead ghost.
So you saw these beautiful shots.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
We can write a song about it later.
Oh yes.
I'll go ahead and shoot at the smaller ghost.
Okay. Tara?
I'm going with big ghost.
Okay. So, Athelflight, go ahead and shoot at the smaller ghost. Disadvantage, though, so roll twice and take the lower number.
13.
13 is a hit.
All right. 11.
Great. Tara, go ahead.
9.
To hit?
Mhm.
That's a miss. Paxton, go ahead and take your shot. 300 feet is the range.
300 feet. Ooh, awesome. That is 15.
15 is a hit.
9 piercing. I'm rolling better with disadvantage than I did normally.
Aster, are you shooting at all? Do you have any ranged attacks you want to use?
Only within 60 feet.
240 feet. So, Paxton, go ahead and take your shot. Are you still at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be at disadvantage until it's within 150.
Okay.
And that is another crit fail.
Uh-oh. All right, roll percentile again.
85.
Okay. So Paxton is getting ready to shoot with his bow. He's standing out on this balcony, shooting some impressive shots. And this time, he gets a little confused, and he accidentally shoots the bow forward. Like he pulls the string back and lets go of the wrong part, and the bow goes flipping forward 30 feet.
So I don't have my bow anymore?
No, it just flipped out into the courtyard.
Oh, man. How far can I throw this arrow that I still have?
I guess you could throw it 15, 20 feet.
That was a bad fumble.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been so bad if you weren't on the second floor.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so Paxton's bow goes flipping through the air. Athelflaed, take your shot. You're still at disadvantage, I think.
I got a 1 there, but I have lucky.
Then you get to re-roll that, but you're still at disadvantage, so you're going to have to roll again anyway.
All right. 17.
And roll one more time and take the lower of the 17 or this one.
14.
Okay, still a hit.
All right. 3 plus 36.
All right. And Tara, you're at 240 feet.
Okay. I got a 7.
A 7. All right, that is a miss. And we are now at 180 feet. Now, believe it or not, you might not kill them before they get there because your arrows are all doing half damage. They're non-magical arrows.
Yeah, I believe it.
I'm waiting for it to get within 60.
Within 60 feet. All right, 180 feet. Is anybody in... Well, Paxton, you're not within range of...
No,
anything.
but I'm going to be giving people guidance now.
Okay, all right. So, Athelflaed, go ahead and take your shot.
And add a d4. Roll a d4 along with the d.
Okay.
Oh, is everybody aiming at the big one?
She's aiming at the small one.
Okay. Can you see them? You can see them all, right?
Actually,
You know what? Actually, he can't see you. He's on a
Yeah.
different balcony. So I guess you're giving advantage, or you're giving a guidance to Tara instead.
yes.
All right. So, what did Athelflaed roll?
4.
Okay, that's a miss. Tara,
Well, let's
you
try
get
again.
You get a 1d4 to add,
Yep.
but you're still with disadvantage.
All right. Both of them were a 5. Plus 4.
9,
plus
and then add your attack
5,
bonus.
14.
That's a hit.
Yay. Consider yourself
10.
guided.
10. All right. And now we're at 120 feet. You're giving guidance to Tara again. Athelflaed, take a shot.
18.
18 is a hit. Roll your damage.
2.
All right. You get to add your dex bonus to the damage, though, right? With a ranged weapon?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not your proficiency.
Just not your
I think.
proficiency bonus.
Okay, so 5.
So 5. Okay, right. That makes it Tara's turn. Take your shot. We're at
Okay.
120 feet.
16.
That's a hit. Roll your damage. Things are just filling up with arrows.
My other roll had been a 20. I
Oh.
did 6 damage.
6 damage. Yeah, there are these flying pincushions. Gray, misty pincushions flying toward you with arrows just sticking out of them everywhere.
Bolts.
Bolts, quarrels sticking out of them everywhere. Now we're at 60 feet.
All
If
right.
you got a
Alright.
spell, use it. Go ahead, Aster.
Okay.
What are you casting?
I'm casting Dissonant Whispers on the big guy.
What's the range of Firebolt? Oh, 120 feet. I missed a shot for Lumpin. So he'll take a shot. And he hits. And that's magic, so it does full damage. He's going to hit the little one, though. Ooh, that's a good hit. All right, 60 feet,
Wisdom 14 save.
Wisdom 14. Failure,
Right.
3d6.
What does dissonant whispers do again?
That's horrible.
3d6 psychic damage,
I
right?
whisper like a weird dissonant noise in his ear while I whisper it to him.
All right, the dwarf sort of sticks his finger in his ear and goes, what's that? Ugh.
7.
7 damage to the big one?
Uh-huh.
All right, he didn't like that. Athelflaed and Tara, take your shots. You're at 60 feet. You're no longer at disadvantage.
Do I still have guidance?
Yes.
Yes.
I can do nothing else.
I got an 8. That would be a 13 with bonuses. Boom.
On the big guy?
Yeah.
That is a hit.
12. Sorry, 11. I can't math.
You have other skills that make you valuable to the party.
Thank you.
Athelflad, your turn. What did you roll?
15.
That's a hit. Roll your
Alright.
damage.
So 7 plus 3 is 10.
Wow. 10. All right, so Athelflad, that spirit just poof disappears. And Lumpin says, "Yeah, nice shot."
Thanks.
Wow. Now we're at a range of 0. So the only one that's left, the head spirit, is now in melee range, and he arrives at this balcony. And we're going to go back into initiative. All right,
All right.
so Aster, you get to go first.
Gotcha. He's in my range now, so he'd take opportunity shots.
If you move away, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use my rapier. Okay. And I'm going to use a bardic inspiration and do a defensive flourish. Okay. So I'm going to roll to see if I hit. And it's an 11 plus 5 to hit.
That's a hit.
I mean 6 to hit.
Still a hit.
And then, okay. That's an 8 plus 4. It's 12. Then I get sneak attack.
Right.
14. Then I get the flourish. 17 damage.
Wow.
And then I add the 3 to my armor class, so
Okay.
it puts me at a 17.
Tara, it's your turn.
Aster's tearing it up at the end. Well, I'm done with this crossbow business, and I have Darbin out again.
All right.
No guidance this time.
Oh, I got a 10.
I'm afraid the ghost ducks your swing. Athelflad, you're on the other balcony. Do you want to run over where they are?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
How far away am I?
Oh, just 20 feet. You
Okay,
can
I'll
easily
run
get
over.
over there.
And I'm gonna stab him.
With what?
Rapier.
Okay.
1. Do I do a lucky roll?
Reroll ones.
Yeah.
You're a halfling.
2.
It's a little better.
Yeah.
All right,
Plus
and
5 is 7.
it is the ghost's turn, and it decides it's going after Paxton. It's kind of irritated at you, Paxton.
It should be. I have his war pick.
Yep, he swings this ghostly claw at you, but it doesn't get past your shield.
I stick my tongue out at him. Clerics have an innate hate for undead.
Epolima's gonna go. She says, "Finally, all this wimpy range stuff over with." She hits once. Not that much damage. But this ghost is getting pretty misty, thin, ethereal looking. There's not much left of it. And it is Paxton's turn.
I look at Athelflad and I say, now it's hammer time. Natural 20.
Oh!
And that is a magic weapon, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
So you're going to do full damage.
So am I rolling a 2d6?
Correct.
Plus 3? That is 7 bludgeoning.
All right, poof. The spirit disappears. It's not quite as cold around here as it was a moment ago. And yeah, it's gone. No sound, nothing, just poof, it's gone.
Awesome.